of tracing and recognize its role in limiting the spread of the infectious disease, such as the global COVID-19 pandemic. Since the first case was confirmed in the country, this is a tool that we have effectively employed in curbing the spread. And we are one of the more than 50 countries globally that have implemented applications to trace the contacts of people who may be infected by a confirmed COVID-19 patient. It is becoming clear that while we value contact tracing, many of us do not fully comprehend how it works and its limitations. Contact tracing is being experienced globally. It is most effective when a country or region is experiencing a slow rate of transmission and when, relevantly, the virus is contained. In the initial stages, when our nationwide infections were low, contact tracing was achievable. Indeed, it is how we were able to contain the spread in areas such as Mandera, where we traced the first COVID-positive cases from Mombasa. But our circumstances are changing. And with the virus aggressively spreading in some regions faster than others, the challenge is increasingly growing at the county levels. May I remind Kenyans that delivery of health services is a devolved function, and at the ministry level, we develop policy, issue guidelines, provide oversight on training, and facilitate county governments to undertake their service delivery functions as they should. On this matter, however, we have developed protocols in conformity with the World Health Organization guidelines and shared this with all county governments to inform service delivery. The ministry has trained officials from most of the counties on what to do and how to do it. Kenyans should not panic about testing and contact tracing. Health officials are constantly reviewing the protocols with your health in mind. The ministry has consistently been pushing ourselves, as well as the county governments, to elevate our levels of preparedness for COVID-19, because the management of this pandemic is not just treating the symptomatic. It is three-pronged. Testing persons suspected to have it, tracing those who come into contact with when feasible, and isolating those individuals so that they don't spread it to others. When a epidemic reaches the real of community infection, as is looking the case in Nairobi County, health officials shift to management of symptomatic cases with the aim of reducing mortality. That is why the measures outlined are so critical to all: to wear masks, to wash hands, and when you are not able to wash your hands, sanitize with alcohol-based sanitizers. But above all, keep your distance and avoid gatherings. In short, ladies and gentlemen, what we are saying is that it is not that we are going to stop contact tracing. In fact, we are enhancing it. In Nairobi County, for example, we have reviewed the method that we were using before in terms of contact tracing, when you can have 10 ambulances moving around and anybody who turns positive is picked up. Now you realize, for example, when you have got 500 persons who have turned positive, you don't have 500 ambulances to start teasing them. What about when they get to the 1,000 and above the 1,000? So the method that we are going to use going forward is slightly different from the one that we have had in the past. And essentially, in the past, it was an issue of informing you that Mr. So-and-so or Ms. So-and-so has turned positive. Over the last 5 months, we have continued to engage Kenyans and to inform them that the next person standing or sitting next to you is probably COVID-19 positive. Expecting each person to be traced is therefore probably not going to be possible. But anybody who exhibits any symptoms of any kind, we then continue to trace and isolate as much as we can. And as goes in statistics, when you sample people and you get so many people who are positive, it is logical to assume that if you project that figure to the population, you are likely to find others similarly who are going to be COVID-19 positive. So it is not only the 500 per day that we report, or 200 or 100, that we are confirming as the only positive cases in the country. We are simply saying, out of the samples that we tested, those are the positive cases. But practically, there is probably a lot more people in our community who are so infected. So I think it is only fair to tell Kenyans this truth, and it is only right for Kenyans to know, so that you are able to protect yourself and protect your families in accordance with the information that you have. And the information you have is that you should be concentrating on saving yourself. Save yourself. And as I've often said, you save me, I save you. I save you, you save me. As for today's updates, let me very quickly just read the highlights, the details of this